Hi, I'm Mason, and this is my final progress report for my excuse me for my self-education project. And for my project, I decided that I wanted to expand my knowledge in programming by learning another language. I chose Java because I had previously learned a little bit of Java in high school in an AP computer science class, and I did really well with it at that time. So, but by the time I got to college, I had forgotten most all of it because here at Moorhead, the curriculum we use uses basically all C++. So I wanted to brush up on Java. So to do that, I looked up many reviews on books, textbooks. I talked to some professors, and what I decided to go with was this book called Head First Java. I decided to use a textbook instead of like internet-based sources because I'm a better learner in that aspect. I like to see code on a page and just read through the text. This book was very well written and it's really stuck with me. The author uses a conversational approach the whole time, so you're not bored when you sit there and read this textbook. You're like, oh, he's actually trying to make this fun. It's very humorous. There's jokes and charts and lots of puzzles. And there was also exercises every week in the back of these chapters that I did, and I stuck to that very well. I did every single week. I did what I was supposed to. Not always the days I wanted to, because I did get behind and I did have to make up at the last minute sometimes. But as I said, I had a lot of work to do this semester and I actually had a job. But I ended up balancing everything where I could fit this in, and it all worked out how I wanted it to. A lot of the topics that were introduced in this book were, to start with, they just went over the template library, which is keywords you can call on in code to make something happen, such as like creating an array and calling a spot in an array and storing data there. Just basic variable implementation, and then they gradually built into class implementation where you have multiple variables, multiple functions on those variables. They interact with one another to do a specific job. This built into more of critical thinking through Java is what this author did. He liked to use a lot of real-world examples, such as like video stores or a vending machine, and you had to make a program that would work items such as these in a normal situation in life. So from then on, it went to like inheritance, which is classes connecting in different ways, all the way to data structures, all different kinds of data structures, queues, heap sorts, binary trees, linked lists, all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I know I'm not going to remember absolutely everything, but a lot of this book did stick with me, and I'm happy that I did it. And I look forward to using it more often in my code here at Moorhead. I see myself constantly comparing how I would write something in C++ to how I would write it in Java, and it's opened my mind up to thinking about code in different ways. And that's what's really key about this self-education project, is that we get to study something that we don't normally get to in our curriculum. And skills such as learning a different programming languages appeal to companies and internships, and opens up more opportunities for you in the long run that can really get you somewhere. And they always say that learning the first language is the hardest, the second one's easier, and it gets easier and easier. So I plan to learn a few more languages. I don't know what's next. Probably JavaScript, because they're kind of close, but that's a web development. And I feel really blessed that I was able to do this through the honors program. and I look forward to see what other students do in the future and have done this semester. I've only heard good things, and I really appreciate it. Thanks.